Yo, what is up, everybody? Hopefully, y'all safe, y'all chilling, and y'all wearing your mask. Cause again, if Cooler can wear his mask, and he don't even like this planet, y'all can wear y'all mask. Amen? Amen. Alright, so today is about the homie baby Vegeta, or as the game calls it, Super Baby 2. So, it's gonna be about his neutral tips, as y'all can see from the thumbnail and the title. So, quick overview before I go into, kind of some things to do with him. His neutral, to me, it feels like a lot, but is really straightforward in a way, I guess. Like all this extra stuff. Well, I ain't gonna say it's extra stuff, but it's a lot of stuff that it can feel overwhelming, because I was originally gonna do this video probably week 2 of when he came out, but I just couldn't find myself to do it. I ain't had a right motivation at the time. But now, from playing them more, I got a bit more of an understanding about him. And yeah, his neutral, it can feel overwhelming, but once you kind of really look at the purpose each of these moves he got kind of serve, what purpose does each move kind of serve, it's easier for you to kind of figure out, like, okay, I use this in neutral at this time, that time, XYZ. So let's get into it. Let me go ahead and shut up. So the first thing is his 5S. So, well, you know what? Pause. Let's rewind. So for the people that don't know, his Ki Blast, all of his Ki Blasts, so they all got different kind of properties, so I'll go over that real quick. So 5S, for example, as you can see, it don't come back. Reflect, it don't come back. But if any of his Ki Blasts miss, then it come back. Same goes for J5S, which is also known as jumping 5S, jumping Ki Blast. If you block it, it don't come back. Same goes for reflect. But if you were to jump, if it miss, it comes back. Now, the two moves, and this one too. Well, this one I guess is not necessarily come back to you kind of thing, but well, yeah, I won't include that part yet. That move. So in the other move, it's his DP Ki Blast move. So this one comes back regardless, I think. Yeah, so if you reflect, however, then it don't come back. Of course you can super dash, blah blah. They all Ki Blast. But yeah, if you block this, it comes back. If you miss, still comes back. And his forward Ki Blast comes back regardless of if you get hit or if you block it. Only if you reflect, then it don't come back. So just wanted to get that out the way real quick. So now officially let's get started. So his 5S is pretty good, very fast. It almost put me in the mind of let me see, Broly's 23 on startup. Why does his feel faster, or am I reading the numbers wrong? Maybe just, I'll leave that alone. I ain't good with all that startup stuff, but it's fast, as you can see. So the interesting thing about his Ki Blast, and this is something that I want y'all to know, because y'all gonna definitely have to test this with baby, because he got a lot of Ki Blast based stuff. Go to guard cancel and just keep scrolling over till you get the super dash. So anytime you do a Ki Blast, it'll shoot, they'll automatically come right to you. So the interesting thing about baby's Ki Blast, they all come out at once. So you see, let me see. Alright, first Ki Blast. See how the Ki Blast, the key blast, you can't super dash his key blast until the last hit. So, what is that? Oh, email. So, it's kind of easy, like if somebody try to super dash, it's real easy to punish. Or, you know, you can always do this, or, you know, just block if you want to do it, or level 3, grade 8. So, that's real nice. And let me see, can you do, yeah, it's being too slow. So, you can't super dash only until the third hit, the final one. Whereas, like, you know, Broly, of course, you can kind of cancel it. I guess that's kind of different in a way, but yeah, I guess they're kind of different, but similar in a way at the same time. But yeah, so his 5S is actually pretty good, and nice thing to note about his 5S as well is, let me take it off. So since his level 3 freezes time, you see everything just at a standstill. So the cool thing about his level 3, since it does that, when he do 5S and you see it connect, you can just instantly go into level 3. You can even do it real late. Oh, that was a little too late. See, he real low to the ground right before he about to attack, and then he did. But I will still say the point still stands. It's pretty good to use. I did it in the match already. It's actually pretty good to use. You can see it connect and then just confirm into level 3 just like that. You know, of course, if you don't want to try to test it out like that, you can always just do the standard like that, which ain't no problem neither. But something like that'll come in handy. For example, imagine if you only got 3 bars and then you vanish, you can't do level 3 obviously. So something like that will come in handy. Now imagine now you spend 2 bars for what, that was 30.05. This was, let me see, 31.51. Not too big of a difference, but every little bit counts with this game. As y'all know, that damage can make or break whether the character live or die. But yeah, his 5S is pretty good. Pretty good 5S. So the next thing is his Air 5S. J5S, Air 5S, whichever way y'all want to slice it up. So this is also very good as well. And again, the good thing about these key blasts is they come back to you if you miss. So let me see, is it the same thing as this? Okay. Oh, that one you can actually cancel the second hit. Okay, block the first one. Yeah, see, it look like you can block the first one, then the second one you can go through it. But it still give you enough time that you can block in time, so that's real good. And the same thing, you know, that I said about 5S. If you see it connect, you can go into level 3. Now I promise y'all, this is not crazy as it looks. This actually works. This really works. I promise you. I wouldn't send y'all off and tell y'all nothing that ain't legit. If I tell y'all something, it's because I tried it in the match myself. I ain't gonna never, you know, quick note about me, I ain't gonna never post nothing, no setup, a combo or nothing, if I'm not confident that I can't do it or I already done it in the match. That's the only time y'all gonna ever see me talk or show anything. So trust me, it's legit. You could definitely, you know, try to practice it, and if you want to test it out for yourself, have it on random. Set it to random if you feel like your reaction's not that good. And see. Let's see, I got the hit confirmed that time. I saw you got hit. So again, J5S pretty good too. And again, just like 5S, if you block or miss, or if it misses, then it comes back around, which is something that's real nice too. So the next thing is his little ground pound move. So what makes this actually scary, I honestly will opt to use the EX version, just because the EX version, oh, let me see, you could just combo right away from it. Which ain't bad damage right there. So in combination with, and the thing is, it travels a good distance. The distance is really weird, so it look like if you hop in the air, it don't go nowhere. But if you jump forward, then if you go forward, then it actually connects to you. Tracks pretty well. So remember that when you using this. So I think all of them like that. Let me see if the light version. Light version barely, since they don't go as far, but medium. So all these is actually really good to use. Of course, EX will be better, just because if it hit, then you can hit confirm, and if it blocks, you know, then you can just, it's kind of your way of getting in. See, you just do it like that. Oh Lord, not like that. There we go. And the nice thing about this, so remember how I was saying they can, you know, super dash. You can also do stuff like this. Just input it. Because it's more of a risk on their part to do it and to super dash, but the reward is really heavily skewed in your favor, I should say, because if they super dash, then you could just do this, and that goes for this as well. If they were to 5S, I mean super dash 5S from here. Now this one is not as common, I feel, or shouldn't be. Well, I ain't gonna say shouldn't be, but it probably won't be as common, I should say, because from here you can just 2H, but from here, you know, that's bringing them back to the ground, so you can combo. And why I say it's heavily skewed in your favor is because if they block it, oh, they would get hit. See, now you just got in for free, basically. Well, for half half a bar, but still, basically. Or you can just do the medium if you want, but y'all get the idea. So the ground pound moves are very good to use, I should say. I haven't used it personally just yet, but I've been kind of noticing, like, okay, this is kind of good. I just haven't been using it in a match yet, but like I say, if I say it's solid, that means I'm confident that I can do it in a match. So that means I know y'all can do it in a match. I got confidence in y'all. So the next thing is his DP move. Now this move, I was, you know, people probably still going nuts with it, but I know week 1 when he came out, everybody was doing this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me rewind. So when you doing this, let me backtrack just a little bit about his Air 5S again. So this is mainly if you can react, you can do this. and you know, and punish them. But the thing is, you gotta kind of scope out that they gonna do it. Whereas if you do EX, then and they don't super dash, then you still fine. So you can also do the vanish. You know, if you feel like you can't trust yourself that they gonna super dash, you can vanish. Same with 5S. But 5S you really shouldn't, because you got more than enough time, you know, to punish afterwards. But I just had to do a quick detour real quick. But yeah, his DP, everybody was doing this week 1. Like I said, they probably still doing it now. But the thing with his DP, now, see how long it takes for him to actually recover? Somebody can easily see that and then try to super dash punish. See, a lot of baby moves is key blast, so people gonna be super dashing like crazy anyway, so you gotta be very careful and paying attention to kind of how twitchy the person might be clicking a little super dash button. So if they kind of trying to, they playing like this and they just blocking everything, they probably waiting to super dash. They ain't trying to be patient. They just like, when can I super dash? That's it. So this one of the moves I feel like really would get blown up real quick with that. Now the nice thing about it, you know, of course, if they decide to get hit with it, you know, key blast, it comes back, so you can, of course, try to dash up. But of course, that, you know, you can try to, oh, I forgot he, alright. So the idea basically, you know, the super dash after the key blast, and then you get 2H. So the DP move is nice just for the key blast to come back, but you can always vanish. You know, if you see somebody finna, let me make sure I'm not giving out the wrong info. Yeah, it look like I can't even vanish right away. Yeah, see, on whiff you can't vanish right away, but like right here, if it blocks, or if you block, then you can vanish. But on whiff, you can't do it. So that's something to keep in mind with this move as well. But week 1, people was going rampant with this move. Now, let me say, by itself, it's kind of suspect, but with something that can cover you, it's not too bad. You know, using an assist to cover you is actually pretty nice. Or even better, you know, if you got a C assist beam, they definitely getting clipped. So by itself, I don't recommend using it, but with an assist, pretty nice. And of course the key blast come back, and you can really do a lot of stuff with this. Like if they decide to respect this, key blast come back, they can't super dash because the beam right there, or whatever assist I'm using or you using. So yeah, moral of the story with that is use this with the assist so it can cover you, because the key blast coming back is still nice, but it's just by itself when you're doing this, it's not all that I would say. Amen. Amen. All right, so now we go into this here, what they call is 1S, 2S, 3S. I think I'm using the little notations right, but they call it the acid rain. That's what people call this move. So this is actually pretty nice. So if you hold down back, then of course it stays right here. 2S, the middle one. If you hold just straight down and S, it goes towards the middle, but diagonal forward, then it goes full screen. So this can kind of get real crazy depending on, you know, what assist you have. And that's the thing I was saying earlier when I was saying his neutral feels overwhelming, but the thing is, it can feel overwhelming for the opponent actually. just look at this. So I feel like it's more so just kind of, you know what, because I feel like it's one of the moves that's kind of used to just annoy you and to just kind of force you to do something. I guess that's kind of what a lot of his key blasts are, or just key blasts in general. It's baiting you to kind of super dash so you can punish him. An example I got here. So, you know, you do this. Oh, we learned something. We learned something new just now. Because I don't use the move like that. I use everything else I done showed y'all so far. But this move I don't use like that. So that's actually nice. He has to wait. And you see I got the CPU to super dash right away. So all the key blasts gotta come down first before he can super dash. So that's actually pretty good. So that way you actually can we putting our thinking caps on. So you doing something like this, I would get super dash. You can dash up for free almost, especially if you got an assist, and then it stuffs out they super dash. All right, so we got our thinking caps on. So we all learned something together just now. So yeah, this move I would say is pretty good to use. It's definitely one of the moves that'll frustrate the opponent and make them feel like they just overwhelmed with things that they, you know, that's beyond their control or something like that. So now the thing with this move, so as you can see, it comes back. But if you shoot it in the air and the CPU blocks, if baby blocks after you do this, the key blast won't come down. So when you throw out this move, try to, you know, kind of keep, you know, an assist behind you just so you can kind of get in. But by itself, it ain't too bad. But like I say, you know, if you have to block, then it won't go nowhere. Now, I will say the one thing is, I don't really know what the usefulness is of it coming down on himself. Like these, I know it's pretty good. Like using this in setups is really good, but in neutral, using it to just fall on you, I don't really know what the usefulness of that is. Maybe one of y'all in the comment section got a theory about it, but I don't know. But next thing is, probably one of my favorite moves from him is the forward key blast. So this move comes back whether you get hit or whether you block. Only if you reflect, then it won't come back. So this move in combination with this is actually pretty neat. Now, of course, this is if the opponent decides not to super dash. So this move, see, they can, let me see, can I beam? Yeah, so I can do something like this. And the cool thing in combination with this move, let me see, I'm gonna set the, so you see I got the CPU to vanish. You can actually, this actually jails in the vanish, and you see what happened? Say for instance somebody mashing. Since the key blast coming back, then it's gonna hit them. Now, what if somebody is just mashing backdash? Same thing applies. So this is actually pretty good to use. It really covers a lot of the options that people like to do post, you know, for a post vanish situation. Now this is just like the acid rain, that if they block this, then the key blast won't come back. As y'all can see, it just blew up right behind baby. But yeah, this is not too bad to use. Not too bad to use at all. And let me actually see, do these moves gel into vanish? Yeah, gels into vanish too, so that's really good. Yeah, so that's real good to keep in mind as well. That's a kind of a nice way to help you get in. Beam as well. He actually got a lot of moves that gels into vanish. Oh, of course not that one. Alright, I'm drifting off. Let's get to the next point. His beam. So his beam, people really don't like his beam just because it's slow. I agree. It's slow, but it's better than not having a beam at all. Amen. Amen. Because some people don't have a beam. It's nice to just have a beam. Imagine you just getting, you know, clip back key blasts and things like that. So let me show you what happens with forward key blast. So imagine I'm doing forward key blast. So you see that there? So I shot one key blast, and then I did forward key blast, and then I did 5S. Let me see. Y'all get the idea. I just did the combo. But you can combo the key blast just because you swinging like this. And that happens often too. Because now people getting hit by so many key blasts, now they getting frustrated. Like I say, the beam might be slow, but it's still nice to use, and it's still nice to have. Now, you know, it's kind of on the slow side, so with that being said, you can kind of, you know, super dash, punish. It's real easy to punish him. But it's something that you kind of just use sparingly. That's kind of the theme of his neutral, is you kind of use a lot of these things sparingly and not just go nuts with all of it and just feel so overwhelmed with all this power of the neutral that he have. Just kind of be cautious about all the things that you do with him, especially his beam. So the startup is very slow, but the thing is, he can cancel into his beam again. So like Gotenks comes off the ground when he does it, but I can't do beam again. I have to wait until I land and then do it again. But baby's beam, so you see I go off the ground when I do it, but I can cancel right into it again. See, I barely moved. And it's slightly faster than his grounded version. Because the grounded version, that extra step you got to do to just jump off the ground, that can make or break if somebody super dash against you. But doing it off the ground, taking off them extra, you know, 3 frames, that can make or break. So his beam is nice as well. So it's slow, but like I say, I'd rather have a beam than not have a beam at all. And in combination with his key blast and things like that, and people want to, you know, mash super dash or something like that, is nice to have. And you know, just like I was showing earlier, it gels into vanish, so that's something nice as well. So his assist steal, the gimmick of it all, the coolest thing about this character. So it's a reason I picked. Man, I hit the 30-minute mark for this too. Well, my apologies if it's too long, y'all. Just I'm just trying to get out the good info and trying to explain it best I can. And thank y'all for being here and making it this far in. But let's keep going. So it's only 2 things left. So just know we at the tail end, y'all. So the assist steal. His assist steal, it really depends on who assist he steals, you know, in combination with the assist that he have. So like for example, I was playing somebody, they had Goku Black. When I stole his assist, I was like, man, well, I guess Goku Black got a beam. And as I say, it's better to have a beam and not have a beam. But, you know, I was just like, man, his C assist kind of, But assist steal, C assist cooldown, eliminated with assist steals, I take it. So, let me take away Android 18. So his assist steals, like I say, it really depends on the assist he steals that can make his neutral very oppressive. So let me see. How I'm finna set this up. How am I? Oh, I know how I'm gonna set it up. I just make him super dash. So if you go to counter attack, just for people that's wondering, and you do it, they'll super dash after it's finished instead of super dashing kinda on the reaction of the key blast bouncing off of them, if that makes sense. So let me see if I can test it out now. So there we go. So this is just for demonstration purposes. Of course, sometimes people will super dash like that. You know, I did use this one guy assist against him for Android 18. It was actually in that baby clip that I posted a couple of days ago. I'm gonna link that in the description below if y'all ain't see it. Cause like I say, I practice, you know, what I preach. Whatever I show and tell, either I did it or I'm confident in doing it. So something like this. Now, you know, you got Android 18's assist at your wheel now. You know, in combination with things like this, you know, somebody might get frustrated. And even a C assist. So his assist steals can get, it can get rough. You know, depending on who he have. And of course, you know, let me go ahead and go to him. Y'all already know who I'm finna go to. Let me see where he at. Base Goku. Now, I feel bad for anybody with base Goku on their team, because if base Goku die, you basically got you can basically call his B assist and just keep gaining meter just effortlessly, which is like really good. And he builds the whole bar, if y'all didn't notice. See? Oh, that was definitely A assist. No cooldown. This is actually like ridiculous that he can do this. And the cool thing is too, if he get a kill, let me just put you out of one hit. Say for instance, I just ended with a jab. I can cancel into, you know how you can cancel in the moves when you get a KO. So you can cancel into his B assist to get, oh, I forgot UI, just died. So you can cancel into his B assist to get meter heading into the next, you know, round or whatever. And of course, if you got UI, oh, we gonna get base Goku back. Man, all these effing Gokus is confusing me. All right. Man, I am mixing myself up. Okay, he gotta be dead. Alright, there we go. So y'all get the idea. The man's neutral can get ridiculous. On top of having a C assist that tracks, it can get real hectic. Especially in combination with, you know, the assist that you have on your own team as well. So the last point is, let me see. This one is very situational, so I'm gonna just use UI Goku for example. So y'all know characters like Cell, GT. Those are three that come to mind. I don't know who else got air beams off the top of my head, but y'all know people love to just jump in the air and, you know, kind of create distance and do a beam or something like that. So what you can do as Baby is you can do his level 3. So since his level 3 freezes time, let me do it again. So you see I did beam and I'm walking back, so that's basically me blocking the whole time. So you can do his level 3 and punish full screen. Now of course that's gonna be blue life since it's a raw level 3, but still, you know, especially depending on if they, let me see, just imagine for whatever reason they do it when they got that much life left. Now you just killed the character. So it's good to know how to punish things like that. It's the small things. Now if you don't want to risk that, let me see, can I 5S? Oh, nope. I tried, I thought. But yeah, like level 3, it's pretty good to use. It's pretty good to use in neutral to punish people that's, you know, throwing out a beam. And you can kind of tell when people ready to throw out something because they start just trying to float around and get a good angle. So it's something that you can scope out with Baby. So that is it, folks. I thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. And I know it was long, but you know, some people like when the videos be long. I know some just kind of like it a bit more smaller in length, but I want to make sure I explain everything as clear and thorough and concise and accurate as I can. So thank y'all again for listening. Y'all take care, and I will have a Baby block stream video once I feel more comfortable doing that, because I don't like throwing out videos just for the sake of it if I don't really know what I'm talking about. So once I get a bit more grip and understanding on his setups and block streams, I'll make videos for that too. So in the meantime, just let me know in the comment section what y'all think, and take care, peace out, and wear your mask. All right, y'all.